One of the most important parts of a movie is how it ends. If a movie manages to conclude its characters well, wrap up a great message, or end up with a beautiful ending shot, the audience will regret leaving the theater. So, rule of thumb. If you manage to make the opposite, the audience will take notes. That's what I am counting down today. The top 5 worst movie endings. For this list, I'll take both how the film itself is and the ending it has. Also, a 1 per company or director rule. Lastly, with each entry after the one that's coming, I will say how this entry is worse than the one before by comparing them, until the end with the worst of the worst. So without further ado, let's get to number 5. The Angry Birds movie. I thought the movie itself was decent. It's nothing like how I thought it was, but it's not as bad as people say. Also, the ending isn't really that bad or even bad. The action was great and the humor was funny too. So, why is it one of the worst? After all that, there's another scene where the main hero dies but is revived because kids movie. This is the worst part of the film as it is painfully predictable and unoriginal. Also, I don't usually critique this, but the song they play in the credits is terrible. Sure, its beat is great, but the lyrics are barely coherent. The singer tries way too hard to be hip, and it is blatantly obvious why they played this song. But you wanna know what's the worst part? It's played again in Despicable Me 3 before the credits. Number 4. Beauty and the Beast 2017. The movie itself offers the least of the Disney reboots I have watched. Jungle Book 2016 is overrated, but okay. Cinderella's a question mark, but doesn't mean it's good or not. This movie is just a mediocre reboot to Disney classic. As for the ending, get this. All the rose petals fell, the castle servants are turned to stone, and the beast is dead. So what does Belle do? Say, I love you to turn the beast back alive. Okay, this is basically just another, worse version of the trope I mentioned in the previous entry. Problem 1, since this is a reboot, they have to axe off the beast instead of Belle. At least with number 5, it shows how strong the hero is. Here, the beast just sits there while Belle saves his life. Problem 2, the excuse. At least with Sony, you expect them to play it safe. Here, we have Disney, a studio that not only has grazed through our childhoods, but also had films that appeal to both kids and adults. What happened here?
What? Don't know.
Number 3. Pixels. The movie itself isn't as bad as people say, but is it still bad? Yep. The ending is one of the reasons. You see, throughout the movie, there's this message about not cheating in video games. In the ending, the main character is going to the Donkey Kong world. The female character grabs a hammer and throws it at Donkey Kong to kill him, which is something that can be done in the original. I bet you already know what's the big problem here. You just screwed up your own message. At least with number 4, it's meant to strengthen its moral, not destroy it. Here, though, it just feels like the writing is saying to the moral, alright, time to leave.
That's Pixels.
Number 2.
Oh, God.
The Emoji Movie. The movie itself was as bad as it sounds, but the ending just makes things worse. You see, at one point, Alex, the main human character, texts his girlfriend and sends her an emoji. The emoji in question is Jean, the overall main character, a meh emoji. Jean freaks out and ends up confusing Addie McAllister, the girlfriend I mentioned earlier, as a joke, as well as getting decommissioned from his job because he almost deleted WhatsApp. At the end of his film, Gene does the same thing he did before, but he ends up saving his phone. Instead of being another one of these the world is saved at the last minute endings, it teaches kids an awful message. It essentially says to the audience, do something terrible and you will end up with bad results. Do the same thing again, and the opposite happens. At least with number 3, the scene is awesome out of context. Here, though, it just repeats the story of the film while making modern media dumber. The Nostalgia Critic needs to review this movie next week with Ant-Man and Nicolas Cage reference. But this is number 1? Yes. I had the courage to say that one ending is worse. So without further ado, present number 1. Finding Nemo. So you're wondering, how is this ending worse than the Emoji movies, Beauty and the Beast 2017's, Pixels' and the Emoji movies? Well, I'll tell you. 1, it just repeats the sort of film. You might be saying, true, but the Emoji movie did that too. True, but the part that the Emoji movie ripped off came after the part that this one ripped off. Of the Emoji movie, there was the narrating, the showcase of the emoji world, the showcase of the real world, and only then the emoji typing. Here, though, the only part before the startup of Nemo's school was the backstory for Marlin. 2, it adds more changes that mean the same and get progressively worse. With the Emoji movie, it only had 1, the change of atmosphere. Here, though, it has 3, which may as well be one change that gets stupider as the film goes on. You have Squirt, which doesn't make sense because although he's a kid, he's way too big for the class. Then you have Dory, which is smaller but isn't a kid. Lastly, you have the 3 sharks, which are neither of what I mentioned. That affects reason number 3. Taking the fact that it's been done already out of context, the ending of the Emoji movie actually has a lot of atmosphere. The world is ending. That's classic atmosphere right there and it always works. Here, though, sharks are coming to the class and the class seems perfectly fine with it. What the heck happened, Pixar? Look, this is not to say Finding Nemo is bad. It's better than freaking Death, or the movie I mentioned earlier. But this is one of the many reasons why I find it overrated. Bye, guys!
Bye.